Hi guys, welcome to another edition of Open Field Media's Saturday Arena. Today's arena is actually going to be called for, it's going to be Diwali Arena because Diwali is a great Indian holiday which is today, and it's a holiday that basically celebrates the it's a festival of light, and I'm sorry, my microphone should probably be a little bit closer so you guys can hear me better. It celebrates Rama Sita's return home after a long exile, and the name itself is actually rather interesting. It represents, as you can see in the image on the left side, it's a row of clay lights that is used to light path home for Rama and Sita after the exile, and it's actually a very beautiful. It's a very beautiful holiday. It's a culmination of a month-long celebration. It's a big Indian holiday. So, anyway, just a little background to the day. Happy Diwali to everyone. We have 22 players in the arena currently. We are looking forward to welcoming more. If you put command join in the chat, to play in today's arena, you need to basically, which starts in I guess in 15 minutes, you need to join the OFM club. The link is in the chat, and then you need the link to join the arena is also in the chat. It's a cash prizes arena. Prizes are, and if you put command prizes, it's also in chat. It's $100 for the winner, 50 and 25 for the second and third place. So I'm actually looking forward to it. We currently have 24 players. And yes, Juho J, a link to the club is right in the first part of the join command. Dr. Hallelujah, we normally prefer PayPal, but we're reasonably flexible. I'm in the process of opening a Revolut account for one winner, and we'll make sure that the winners receive it. We'll figure out something that works for everyone. PayPal is usually the best for us, but bank transfers will work and so on. Whatever. If the user is a streamer, then donation to the channel or whatever works. We are pretty flexible when it comes to this, and today's layout is forcing me to stand up straight, which is actually pretty good. I'm very much looking forward to the arena today. I had it's a special day today, and I'm very much eager to see how it goes. We have two international masters here. We have a dear friend to the channel, WGM Adriana Nikolova, also is playing today. And we currently have 25 players, and we expect to have a bit more shortly. We'll see. And yes, the Stanovievo Diwali celebrations are a good reason to join a little bit late. It's very good to see you here. Thank you. All right. So, guys, anyway, these recent arenas are basically pilots for future Open Film Media events, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing them. I'm gonna give shout out to Adriana Nikolova, who is a streamer, and I'm not sure if she's actually streaming her participation in the arena, but please give her a follow. She's a great lady, and her streams are very, very instructive and very good. So anyway, today's arena is a 3+0, and it lasts 90 minutes. That was basically community recommendation last time, and which is, so we changed the format. We're probably going to alternate between 3+0 and 3+2. And I think 90 minutes is a good time to basically, for everybody to win. Anyway. And also a big quick shout out to to 25-11, who probably, if this was a Grand Prix, he would be leading the Grand Prix. And we'll see how this goes, because I think he was second last week, and then he was third the week before, or something like that. Anyway, so I have a couple of more things to discuss. The Open Field Media is about to. We were very happy with. Very happy with the success of my adoption match against Danny Wrench yesterday, and I think we're trying now to organize another adoption match with Danny. This is time Grandmaster Anna Muzichuk will try to adopt him. So I'm very much looking forward to that event. I am, yes, 25-11. So please, do not. I appreciate you modding always, that, but I think this time around you probably need to focus on actually playing in the tournament as opposed to focusing. And it's 3 now. And yes, and we are getting a raid for Maria Emelianova. Welcome, raiders. Happy Diwali. It's actually, this is Americanized pronunciation. It's supposed to be pronounced Diwali. Yeah, that's fine. We have plenty of lower rated players. As a matter of fact, most times the grandmasters don't win these. Anyway, so welcome. Thank you, PhotoChess. Thank you, Maria. Thank you very much. So it's actually these arenas were originally Maria's idea, and he hosted quite a few of them on her channel. Thank you for the follow, and thank you and I hope to actually see you play in this arena. I'm looking forward to following some of your games. All right, we have 27 players, and the arena starts in about 8 minutes. So, Raul Chess, if you get the prize, can I give that to my friend? Yes, of course, that's absolutely fine. You just need to let us know what to do with the prize fund. That's absolutely not a problem for us. That's perfectly fine. All right, so what else? Since this is a special day, this is basically a celebration of light, which is a very meaningful holiday in many traditions. I was especially looking forward to hosting today's arena. All right, so we have, looking at the participants, we have an international master, Dragon B70, who is currently the strongest rated player. He's from, I think this is Hungary, and he's from Hungary, and he is 2690. Then we have another international master from Bulgaria. We have Adriana, who is a fellow streamer, who is also from Bulgaria. This is a winner of the previous, of actually last week's arena, Unknown Legend 15. We have my dear friend Halvard. We actually have quite a lot of players. We have Marat KZ, and we have a couple of fellow Serbian players, which I'm always very happy to see. And I'm very much looking forward to this arena starting. It's supposed to start in 6 minutes. To go back of a couple of, Roller Coaster 1, 2, 3. There won't be an adoption match tomorrow. I played this week's adoption match against International Master Daniel Wrench yesterday. So this Sunday there won't be an adoption match. I may have a quick tactical stream, but I may decide to take a little bit of breaks from streaming this time around. And yes, 25-11, you should try to continue my Grand Prix wins. All right, so let's see how this goes. We still have about 30 players, and most people. No problem. Hakuna 365. We partnered with chess.com, and they basically review. We do a fairness review of the whole tournament with a focus special focus on the winners, and we already had a situation in which one prize was withdrawn because it was a sandbagging account. So, chess.com is very good and is supporting us to prevent cheating. So we'll see how that go. Chess School, the lowest rated player, rated players under 1,000 and under 1,500 will get gifted a diamond membership. So they will be, that's the price for it. And hey, Tommy fucking Shelby, it's very good to see you. Hey, Adriana, quick shout out to dear friend and WGM and fellow streamer Adriana Nikolova. She is participating in the tournament. And please give Adriana a follow. Her streams are very educational, and I had an honor of playing a match against her. She's a great lady and great chess player. Please give her a follow. And so, anyway, we have currently 41 players. Yes, Tommy, I think you got it right. International Masters of 1,500 with free time, and that's Chess School 03. Absolutely, if you win the diamond, you can gift it to the friend. That's absolutely not a problem. That's perfectly fine. In other words, your prize is yours to do whatever works for you. All right, 32 players now. We still have 3 minutes left before the arena starts. Obviously, one of the benefits of the arena format is that people can join and leave whenever they can. Just a quick thank you to Kote1210. Thank you for the follow. That's very nice and very kind. Braveheart. Also, thank you for the follow. Kirito Chess 777 and Ezio Bogu for the follows. Thank you guys. Thank you for following the stream. We are approaching 2,500 follows, and we're gonna have 25. I'm looking forward to having 2,500 follows on the channel. There will be a special event dedicated to it. It's a month of diamond, correct? Chess School 03. That's what chess.com is providing us with, and chess.com is very kind to support these arenas. Yes, 2511 will go to 2511 follows. That's very good. Hey, Screws, my dear friend, diamonds are forever, yes, but don't think that applies to chess.com diamonds. They tend to be somewhat less perishable. So, anyway. All right. Okay, so we have 35 players. Arena is about to start. As soon as Arena starts, I'm going to start commentating this. Hey, Fritzy 2003 Chess, welcome here. It's very good to see you. Oh, thank you, Screws. It was a very fun match. I was actually very lucky to survive match. Daniel Ranch is a strong international master, and he's a great supporter of the chess, and I was very kind of him. Chess School, it's 1 month worth of diamond, meaning I think it's called platinum membership or diamond membership of chess.com for the best score under 1,500 and under 1,000. I think 2511 came second, if I'm not mistaken. And yes, Tommy, cubic zirconium membership, I think, is more appropriate in your case. I agree. I 100% agree with you there, my friend. All right, so we're about to start. I'm waiting to start 1 more minute, and let's see how this goes. Thanks. Yeah, very good. Strelitz 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you for the follow. Very greatly appreciated. We are more than willing to, I'm happy to follow suggestions. 3+0 format was basically switched from 3+2 based on the suggestions by the community. So anyway, I think I need to get some water in. All right. Very good. We are very close to starting. It's already 9:15. Are there any games being played? Let's see. We have 39 players. Let's see how this goes. I'm actually quite excited to have the third arena, being third of the charts. Hey, Gagos, my friend, it's very good to see you. I'm very happy to see you here, and I'm looking forward to you participating. We have, and I think the arena has started. So let's start following some games. And all right, so the first game we're gonna take a quick look is a game, and I'm gonna keep the, keep the engine going, so everybody here can analyze them. I'm hoping there is, we should try to prevent stream sniping. Maybe I should basically hide the evaluation engine. But bottom line, this is a game between international monster Pantev, I think, from Bulgaria, and international master Dragon B70 from Hungary. All right, so that's the first game. Let's see what other games are interesting. I'm going to take a quick look into the game between Adriana Nikolova and this. And, I'm going to actually change this layout a bit, if you don't mind, because I think we need to ensure that that if anybody stream snipe, they cannot see the evaluation. So let me just resize this real quick, and then so you guys will be able to see the evaluation bar, but the actual computer lines will not be visible. So just bear with me for a few seconds while I do that. It's gonna take exactly 10 seconds. In the meantime, this is a pretty interesting position. Adriana is already better. Unknown Legend is a very strong player. He has actually won the very first the last week's tournament, if I'm not mistaken. So Adriana has a little bit of a challenge here, but we'll see. And Adriana is a little higher rated, so let's see how this match goes. I'm actually curious to see what the result is going to be. Okay, all right. So that's game number one here. Game number two is a game between Dragon B70. It's between our two international masters. I think that this is probably about an even position. They were playing Reti opening, basically Larsen with B3. Okay, so this looks like a pretty equal and even position. I don't think anybody here has any advantage. All right, so let me go back to the tournament thing and take a couple of other looks. Let's see. Let's take a quick look at this game. This is a game between my dear friend Halvard and Siddhartha Sarman. This is Caro-Kann defense with tile variation, and basically I'm very familiar with this, and black resigned because the black basically blundered the piece. Okay. All right, so we're gonna move there. Adriana is still slightly better. She has a bishop pair and a better pawn structure. And this is, this is actually not Adriana's game. This is a game between Dragon B70. I prefer White's position a little bit better, but I'm not sure that that's enough of advantage for victory. So that's interesting. Let's take a look at Adriana's game. Adriana is better. She looks to be on the verge of winning against Unknown Legend 15. Okay, let's keep going. Let's take a look at Tommy Shelby's game. Tommy Shelby, incidentally, is also a streamer and also a friend of the channel. He's also a legend in chess on Twitch circles. He is a very strong 1500 player. In other words, it's a little bit misleading. And he actually has already won one game, drew one game. So he's actually one of the leaders of the tournament with Storm there. Thank you, Chess Lions, for giving a shout out for Tommy. That's very greatly appreciated. All right, so okay, we are in. This is an interesting position, and there's plenty to play with. While this is going on, we're gonna go back to this end game between. Okay, so despite the bishop pair, I think white is in bad shape here because he's down, what, 3 pawns. And I don't know how that happened. I think it was probably, yeah, basically this knight e4. White allowed knight to basically go in and lost 2 pawns. Okay. So let's see if this is gonna be how this is gonna end. White has a significant time advantage, so although there are 3 passed pawns, this might be very tricky to close in the time frame, you know, and not flag. Let's see what happens. Well, there was bishop d5 here, okay, and this is, all right, so it's really just a matter of time, and that's mate. Okay, so congratulations to the black international master Pantev, who won this game in very quickly. All right. Oh, and Adriana actually flagged against unknown legend. So, okay. All right, so before then, let's go back to Tommy Shelby and his game against Storm 2709. All right, so Storm 2709 actually has 350 rating points. It's ahead, so in many ways, this is it's a little bit of a mismatch. Let's see how this goes. Let me take a quick game, a little game between Kirito Chess and Phlox. This is still in an end game, and okay, Phlox has just literally joined the tournament, so let's see how this goes. We incidentally reached 49 players, which is very nice, and it's an interesting position in a sense that this pawn on d4 can turn out to be a monster, or it can, especially if it supports the knight to, yeah, knight e3 here is scary because white doesn't have a good way of defending the pawn on g2. I mean, it basically rook g1. Oh wow, basically Kirito Chess decided not even to defend it, and the problem is that after knight g2 he's down the pawn, and this actually looks quite scary for white. Okay, let's take a look at a couple of other games. All right, let's take a look at a game of my dear friend Gakos. Gakos is also a well-known fixture on Chess on Twitch. This is basically a dead draw that Gakos is basically flagging Manjafar here. Okay. So yes, he's gonna win this by let me put it this way, by a little bit of a dirty flag. And Tommy fucking Shelby too has actually managed to swindle. Oh wow, he actually swindled Storm 2709, and King H8 is just a blunder. He needed to play. Wow. So basically, this was looks like a completely better position for Storm, but Tommy won. Congratulations to Tommy. Alligator Jack, I grew up in Belgrade. It's so I've been living in New York since 1993, but I grew up in Belgrade. So I'm all right. So let's take a quick look at Extreme Learner's game against Marat KZ. Okay, so they're basically playing a cat variation of King's Indian defense. I'm not sure that e5 is a good move in this position. I think that standard plan here is to basically play something along the lines of b5, sacrifice the pawn, and basically play on the queen side for black. e5 is not topical, but let's see. I mean, both of these players are much higher rated than I am, so I'm pretty sure they know what they're doing. Yes, my father was from Vojvodina. Vojvodina, incidentally, for all is a province of Serbia, northern province of Serbia. My father was born in a town called Pančevo and spent most of his life living in a town called Vršac, which is also in Vojvodina. So yes, thank you, and thank you, Daniel. That's good. All right, so okay, so this basically turned into some rather strange variation of King's Indian, but a classical variation in which, you know, black is attacking on the king's side with f5 and so on. And I have to say that I think I actually prefer. Hey, G. Christiansen, thank you for the follow. That's very greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. You know, but this fe4 is not in the spirit of the position, I don't think. I think that's actually not good. And oh yeah, Neveresh Bar agrees with me. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Flox has won his game against Kirito Chess. Let's go back and see let's look at the scoreboard. Halvard is actually leading the tournament, so let's take a look at Halvard's game. Whereas he's playing against Chess Brainiac. And wow, he already has, and we have been only playing for a little more than 10 minutes, and Halvard has already amassed 13 points. That's truly impressive. This is Sicilian defense. I'm actually not familiar with this Mengarini variation line. That's at least what chess.com is calling this. This is characterized by a3 and d6, but let's see how this goes. It's very interesting. Okay. This is fairly aggressive, though computer doesn't like this particular line for white. But let's see what happens. You know, if I were, I mean, black does have one extra pawn, if I'm not mistaken, but you know, I think white has a better interaction of pieces, and this, yeah, I think this f6 created too many weaknesses here, and this is just a bad move. King h8. I think queen f7 was necessary, because now we have knight e6, and that knight will not get dislodged. Okay, we'll come back to this game very shortly. Let's see who else is playing. Let's take a look. We are watching already Halvard. Let's take a look at Adriana's second game as well. All right, so this is basically a Bulgarian duel between two WGM and an IM from Bulgaria. That actually makes it a little bit interesting. So Pantev is playing Caro-Kann, and I'm quite sure Adriana is, yeah, he's playing the DE4 line. Adriana plays Caro-Kann herself. I happen to have first-hand knowledge because that's what she played in our match. So, you know, playing against Caro-Kann should come naturally to Adriana. So curious to see how this is going to end. Oh, Adriana actually declined the draw. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. Computer actually prefers black's position, but I have learned in that match one thing, that Adriana, when she's on the attack, is a very dangerous opponent. And it's, yeah, I think it's the right decision to both strategically and also as a practical sense here. If Adriana can attack, she's very dangerous. So she's now shifting the knight over. And let's see what she makes out of this position. It's not, you know, computer still prefers black by a very small margin, but she has initiative, and, it's not immediately obvious how black can prevent basically the moving to the knight on b3 and then a5, and the pawn on e6 is a little bit weak. And okay, that's an interesting position. Interesting decision to put the rook on e4. I am a little bit curious, but okay. Knight, I think what Adriana wants to do is to, okay, so she can take on e6, but yeah, knight b3 is a better move. And basically now d4 is defended by three white pieces. And all right, okay, yeah, queen b4, continuing attack. And all right, and here is what typically happens. Adriana has now turned this into a position that definitely looks more promising for white, which is actually one of her greatest strengths. I'm actually curious to see how this is going to end up. And bear with me while I'm getting some water. All right, knight d4, perfect. The problem here is that after some move like, hey, Prodesif, thank you for the follow, and Bedazzled Findmook, thank you for the follow too. That's very greatly appreciated. Thank you, guys. So yeah, after rook e7, this looks, and then Adriana has knight a5. And I have to say, it's very impressive play on her part. Here she can even play queen b6, or yeah, actually this is a better move. And I think the problem Adriana has is that she is low on time, and it's open to, yeah, ooh, that's not okay. Adriana, I think here missed tactics. Queen d7, if she needed to take on d7, and then she would have an extra rook. So she missed this. Let me show you. So here, let me go back to that game. Yeah, here Adriana had an opportunity. I think it was here. If she took on d7, which is here, then queen cannot take, and after queen f4. But that's very hard to spot when you have only 9 seconds and there is no. And of course, if I were playing myself, I wouldn't have seen this. All right, going back to some other games, some people we haven't seen before. Okay, this is a game between that was finished. Let's take a look at the leaderboard and see who are the leaders. The Hakim Live is the leader, so let's take a look at his game. And this is basically a game between number 1 and number 7. This is a FIDE master from Serbia. So let's see how this goes. Hakim is playing quite well. He is from Malaysia, and he's 1964, so that's good. G. Christiansen, she wouldn't. Oh yes. Daniel, yes, we'll talk about that. I'll happily share some notes. She actually likes playing these adoption matches. If she played against 2511, so we'll talk about it. Yeah, G. Christiansen, the queen was defended by the pawn on g3. So in other words, she could have taken the rook, and then after queen f4, she could have just taken gf4. Her queen was actually defended. So anyway, all right. So this looks pretty good. Let's see who else is playing. Let's take a look. Halvard is one of the tournament leaders, and he is here in trouble against Siddhartha Sarma 2003. Let's see how this goes. This bishop is not in a good shape. The pawn structure is bad. Pawn on d6. How did we reach this? Oh, this was old Benoni defense. Okay, that explains it. Well, let's see what other games are on. Let's take a look. We haven't seen. Oh yes, and this is pretty bad for halberd. This bishop on g6 is definitely troubled. Let me take a look here. Yeah, h5, and I'm not sure there is enough counterplay along the g file, or maybe there is, to justify being a piece down. Though halberd is actually up on time, so we'll come back to that game. And this is okay. Let's actually go back to this game real quick. I think the a5 was. Hey, Daniel Kellund 09, very good to see this. Yeah. So let's see if Siddhartha Sarma, which I think is very underrated, is going to convert this. I'm actually going to go back while these guys are playing and see what, there was. All right, so here. Okay, so there was a moment when I thought that the valuation bar jumped, but no, I was wrong. Okay, so this is now white has an extra piece, and I think this game is basically not going well for halberd, I'm afraid. Hakim versus I think this is Živić and some D name. All right, so this is probably about even. Let's see who else is there. Let me take a look at another game by Gakos. And Gakos, unfortunately, has just lost the game at Sabam 777. So that's fine. And let's see if this game is going to end up in a draw. This is actually, very frankly, a dead draw. Opposite color bishops and rooks. It's but Živić has no time. So yeah, so Hakim basically won by flag. Okay, I'd go back to the halberd's game. This he's thinking, and he has just resigned. All right, so Hakim is leading the tournament. He has won all his game. This is candidate master. Let's see what other games are being played. Just bear with me for a second. Okay. Let's take a quick look at the unknown legend. He has played in several tournaments. He have won last week's tournament, and this is actually an interesting game because I think that Siddhartha Sarma is fairly underrated. They are playing Tartakova variation of Karo Khan, which basically, and let me see if unknown legend is actually going to castle queenside here, which is an interesting move. Let's see what happens. Hey, Daniel Callan. No, I don't. It's actually my dream to have a title and play Title Tuesday. That's one of those, milestones I would like to achieve in chess. And the queen is trapped. Wow. So Unknown Legend has trapped Siddhartha Sarma's queen, and that's not a very. Yeah, that's game over. Let's look into some other games. All right, let's look at the game between FM Dragon Živić and this is actually a different game. This is between two. Actually, Katrina Misk is only 839. I'm actually very happy to see somebody somebody of her strength playing in this tournament. Let's see what other games are being played so we can take a look at more than one. It's good. And let's take a look at another game. Unknown Legend is playing another game. This is Živ 24 who versus Unknown Legend. Unknown Legend is actually number 3 here. And this was this was Petrov, okay. All right, so this is an interesting position. Hey, Pinky Jim 77, thank you for the follow, very greatly appreciated. We are 73 followers away from 2,500, and there will be a special event. This is one of those positions in which, you know, it's much easier to play for white. And, you know, there is a huge difference in rating, and I think Unknown Legend is going to win this. So let's go back to Katrina Misk. And I think that here, unfortunately, the change in rating is starting to tell. All right, let's take a look at some of the leaders here. Who else is playing? Oh, it looks like that we have another Bulgarian duel here. Wonderful. That's actually very good to see. So this is, again, International Master Pantev versus Adriana Nikolova. And let's see how this goes. Kimi321456, you're more than welcome to join. There is still 64 minutes to play. You're more than welcome to join. It's basically still everybody's tournament, so don't hesitate to join. It's still not a huge tournament. I think this is still everybody's tournament. Okay, so Adriana has this very beautiful pawn on e7, and now it's the question to convert. And according to the computer, she is also a piece up. No, she's not a piece up, but she has an interesting position here, and what she basically needs to do is to figure out how to convert that distant pass pawn on the queen side, which is obviously easier said than done. She also has a bishop pair, okay, and I think Adriana should be winning this. She has enough time to convert, so that would be a nice revenge for the game that she lost. All right, now she has a very active king, and this doesn't look good for International Master Pantev. Let's take a quick look at the Unknown Legends game. Yeah, Unknown Legend is basically winning this. So we can put this game away and take a look at some other games. Let's look at Dragon B70, who is actually the highest rated player in the tournament. He hasn't really... Yeah, an Unknown Legend has won his game, so we can move on. But really... is not having the greatest tournament today, so yeah, Kimi, I understand. The tournament starts at 9:15, and I have the introductory stream that starts at 9 a.m. That's New York time, Eastern time, and so on. And well, there is always next week. Ooh, this is not good. Yeah, Queen F7, and then there is this, yeah, that's bad, and that's resignable. All right, so let me see, because somehow Adriana lost it because this is, okay, yeah, that's a distant passed pawn, so basically Adriana decided that she's not gonna this is arena strategy. If you have a lost position, you're probably better off just resigning quickly and then trying to make up with other things. All right, so let's see at Storm 2709 how he is doing, and looks like he actually just lost by timeout. And let's take a look at the game between Hakim Live, who is the leader of the tournament, and Extreme Learner, who is number 3. Let's see how they are doing. I'm actually quite curious to see how this is going to work. Hey, Ivan Chessmaster, it's very good to see you. Thank you. It's very good. It's very good to see you here. I would like to... Oh, thank you, Capessa. That's very, very good. Well, that's very nice, very kind of you. It's very good to hear. I'm just a regular chess player myself. I'm, kind of trying to see how I can improve. So, and I've said this many of times, and I'm going to repeat it one more time, and you forgive me for repeating myself. Online chess is such a boon. You can see grandmasters play every day. You can play a grandmaster. There are all these opportunities to play in tournaments like this one and bigger and better tournaments than this one. And again, another story that I repeated many times. In order to get a spot for a 16-player simul against Grandmaster Ljubomir Ljubovic back in late 1980s, I actually had to play the under 20 board for a club in Belgrade for something like 18 months. And my reward obviously was first a bunch of great games, but then also a spot on the squad that faced international Grandmaster Ljubovic. These days, I can, on any of the sub Sundays, you can face a very strong player, Grandmaster, literally almost on a daily or a weekly basis. That's, that's a huge thing. G. Christiansen, I never had much of a rating because there were no international. Never played in an international tournament. I had what they called a candidate master strength, which in then Yugoslavia was different than CM title is today. So I don't know. That's probably a pretty decent club player at the time. So, for what that's worth, I'm not sure how precise that answer is. Anyway, all right. So this looks like Hakim is gonna win another game. Let's look some more into. Oh, Opfershah is actually playing. Let's take a quick look. Oh, and Opfershah has unfortunately just lost. What is this? Oh, this is. How is this a draw? All right. What am I missing? All right. I'm not sure I understand this, but okay. Let's move on. Time. Maybe they agreed because White was very short of time. And to be honest, this is actually a fairly tricky position to play against, 5 pawns and a bishop. I mean, it's probably quite winning for White, but yeah, I wouldn't want to play this under any time control issues. Oh, Opfershah, threefold repetition. Thanks for clarifying. Okay, thank you. That makes sense. All right, so let's take a look. We have an international master, Novoselsky from Croatia, who I think has literally just joined the arena. It's very good to see him. And he appears to... It looks like we have Novoselsky, sorry, is from Serbia, so we have a Serbo-Croat duel. Novoselsky has 1,000 points of rating over his opponent, so this is probably going to end up fairly quickly. Let's see how is this game between Hakim and Extreme going. Hakim is still winning. And let's going back to the tournament. Let's take a quick look at Unknown Legend, who is one of the leaders. He's playing another game against Siddhartha Sarma. Unknown Legend is number 3. And so these are basically top. This is number 1 is Hakim, number 3 is Extreme Learner, and Unknown Legend is actually number 3, my bad. Okay, so, you guys can hear Discord notifications. Thank you for letting me know. I'm gonna close that. Sorry about that. Chess school, that's a very interesting question. Well, let me put it this way. If you started under 1,000, we'll figure something out. If you started as a 850, and if you go over 1,000, we'll get something done. All right. Oh, Moscatel, please don't tell me I actually... Blundery Queens is the name of the day for me. It's, I get so tilted playing in this tournament. Incidentally, I kind of was... I made, I think, a right decision that I cannot comment, host these tournaments and play in them, because I would play so badly while trying to do that. I don't know how Alexander Bottes and some other people do it. All right, so this looks like a pretty clear win for black. All right, so let's go back to Adriana versus International Master Novoselsky. Adriana has had a rough tournament, to be very frank. She has quite a few winning positions, only to lose them by running out of time, unfortunately. All right, here she has a promising position. She's about to gain control of the F file, and she needs to find bishop g5 or bishop e5 here. Let's see if she does. Yep, she found bishop e5, which is actually the best move in the position. And all right, so that's very good. Hey, thank you. My pleasure, my friend. I'm looking forward to seeing one of your streams. Please give a quick shout out to Labi. Let me see if I can actually Hey, Borkic, very good. Let's see if I manage to not misspell the name. Please give Labi a follow. He looked at a couple of WODs. It was very good. It's a couple of very interesting streams, and I'm looking forward. But okay. Oh, and here is a raid by one and only my dear friend and great streamer Alessia Santeramo. Quick shout out to Alessia, with whom I have played quite many an interesting game and interesting match, and including a few Among Us games. Welcome streamers, welcome raiders. This is a Diwali arena hosted by OFM. Oh, and Adriana has won a game. I'm very happy actually to see that. She had such a bad luck throughout the tournament. So this is a cash prizes arena. The prizes for first, second, and third are $100, $50, and $25 respectively. There is also diamond. Thank you for the follow, Labi. Very greatly appreciated. Yes, Haurul, happy Diwali to you too. And this is a weekly arena. It's going to happen every week, and this week we're playing 90 minutes, and the time control is 3+0. We're going to continue to do that. One day, I hope to... Hey, Borkic, thank you for the follow. It's very good to see you. Thank you, my friend. And what we are going to end up doing is... we are going to probably, this is basically a pilot. After about 5 to 10 arenas, we're going to sit down and decide what we're going to do with these arenas. I like the format, I like the time, and I like the support, so we're very much looking forward to having more of these. Anyway, so let's see, I'm sorry, I got distracted a little bit. Let's look at, I think, How to Move a Knight. We haven't seen any of his games. Let's take a look here. He's playing Dragon B70, so that promises to be a little bit interesting. And How to Move a Knight is one of those standard. He has, I think, participated in every single arena and has always been very highly placed. So let's see. Okay, that's bishop b4 is a little bit unfortunate, and I'm not sure that c5 works because the queen is defended. Yeah, and then the bishop is then defended twice, and this is actually a double attack against the bishop and the rook. And I think white can just play king f1 here, and he has an exchange up. All right, so yeah, that also works. Yeah, that's perfectly fine, and this is now should be a game for Dragon B70 to win. All right, let's look at another Unknown Legend game. And Unknown Legend is actually losing against Dragon Živić from Serbia. Hey, I'm a shy guy. It's very good to see you. Thank you for joining us. It's very good to see you here. And I think Unknown Legend is in trouble here. All right, while you guys are watching this, let's find another game to follow. All right, let's see. Chase Braniak and this Fritzi 2003 is a very strong German player. He's a non-titled player, but plays almost as well as most title players I played with. He has built up a pretty good score in these arenas. Let's see how he goes. He's right now second in this arena. Okay, and looks like a fairly complicated position. Right, and this game looks like Unknown Legend is losing this game against Dragon Živić. So let's take a look there. All right, and yeah. So, but unfortunately, Živić ran out of time. Okay. So let's close this game. This is now completely one position. There is enough time, and I'm not sure that how to move a knight is going to survive. And yes, he resigned. All right, let's take a look at some other games. All right, we actually haven't seen a single game by 2511 this tournament, so let's see how he goes. This is actually, that's actually a blunder. Oh, no, 2511. Yeah, and that's basically game over. Looks like 2511 is having a pretty tough tournament this time around, but anyway, it is what it is. He won a few of those. Let's see here. Let's take a quick look at the FM versus IM duel. All right. FM from Serbia has joined a little bit late, but he's playing catch up, and Dragon B70 was one of the tournament leaders. Let's see what other games are interesting. Let's see another Unknown Legend game. He is still in a third position and looks like... All right, so this looks like a French defense. Yeah, it's a standard French defense game. Black is actually a pawn up, but white has this monster knight on d6. So that's some compensation. And let's see how this goes. Let's see what other games which can we look at. Let me take a quick peek. Let's take a look at, this is actually a duel of the 1500s. It's Tommy Shelby versus Moscatello 87. Moscatello 87 was saying that he has been blundering queens throughout the tournament. Let's see how this goes. Hey, Shifty McHacks, thank you for coming to the stream, and congratulations, Harvard. You did beat Adriana. That was a very well played game. I was able to grab a peek, so congratulations. Adriana is tough. 2511. There is still 45 minutes. This is halfway through the tournament. I think you have, looking at the scoreboard, you are still within striking distance. I would not give up. I think you have plenty of time to catch up your 6.5 out of 9, which is actually a very good result, so go for it. Yeah. Yes, chess school 003, no worries, I won't forget. Thank you. And yeah, let's see. So Hakim is still leading, followed by Fritzi and followed by Unknown Legend. And then Halbert is nipping on the heels. And yeah, one thing that I always seem to forget whenever I play these arenas is that it's what matters is the score, but also what matters is how the number of games one plays. So if you have a losing position, it's actually your one is better off resigning it quickly so they can play more games. So let's see if 2511 can actually go on and place again. That would be interesting to see. All right, so this is a position in which Tommy Shelby seems to have a slightly better position. I'm not sure about this queenside castle, but let's see how this turns out. And frankly, that exchange on e6 has weakened the black king. So I would prefer here to play Tommy's position. But there's still plenty of time there. Let's look how is the game between Dragon B70 and Dragon Živić going on. Dragon B70 is actually one of the leaders of the tournament. He's very much in contention for the victory in the tournament. Okay, and let me just close this and let's see if there is another game that's worth that demands our attention. Okay, so let's take a quick look against Chepak versus Unknown Legend. Unknown Legend is leading the tournament with 34 points. So let's see how this goes. Let's see if he manages to win this. This position looks basically equal. Computer gives a slight advantage to black, but I think that's still too early to tell. Yes, Ustanovevo, I understand. Diwali has its own demands. I can relate firsthand, and Diwali pujas can take a long time. Shifty Mechanics, I grew up in Belgrade, so I came to the United States / New York in 1993, but I grew up in Belgrade, so yes, I'm from the Balkans. Okay, so actually, I much prefer White's position here. Looks like Unknown Legend is a little bit of trouble. This pawn chain appears to be very strong. Yeah, and okay, b4 makes perfect sense. This is basically trying to undermine, but I would have bluntly, if I was white, I would take with the bishop here and instead with a pawn, because yes, it turns bishop into a tall pawn, but it also, now the black rooks are going to have a b file to develop on, and let's see how this game turns on. Yeah, so basically this is now, according to the computer evaluation, slightly better for black or equal. This is 2 pawns for exchange, but if black manages to generate any kind of counterattack here against the white king, it's going to be ugly, and I'm not sure that this h6 actually works, because yeah, basically black can simply ignore it and continue to play. Thank you. Yeah, my accent is very much Slavic, but I think it got a little bit weird over the years, so it's not that recognizable as it was once before. Anyway, All right, so let's see. Tommy Shelby has won his game against Moscatel. And let's see what other games are being by being played. Let's see. Let's take a look at the game between Harvard about Abu Al-Fadi tactics. Harvard here is that's a pretty big blunder because that blunders the rook. So that's for all intents and purposes over. Let's see how this game between that's Chepak and Unknown Legend is going to end up. And yeah, as expected. Oh, all right. So yeah, the problem here is that White has basically blundered simple tactics here. Chepak blundered the rook d2, and I'm not sure that this actually works. And then just queen d4 is very simply winning. And yeah, all right. So that's basically game over. So Unknown Legend is running away here with a tournament. He is 12 out of 13. He's followed by Fritzy, who is 11 out of 13. Let's see if we can take a look at the game by Fritzy. We haven't really watched him play much in this particular tournament. Let's take a quick look. Is Fritzy playing? I think he's actually waiting for pairing. I don't see it. All right, so let's see. Gakos is playing Unknown Legend, and Gakos is a very strong player. Let's see how well he does here. This is basically a slightly better position for White. This is Nimtso Indian, but this is Nimtso Indian with Queen c2. So, all right, that's plenty to play here. Let's see. This is... Agakos is taking a long time to convert this. I guess he's being very systematic. He's a rook up, so this should be a simple win. All right, so let's take a look at Hakim Live. Hakim Live was a leader, and he has just lost another game against Midedu, who is... Hey, Chesco, if you start with 650 or 1300, that's actually genuinely impressive. Oh, and I'm sorry, did I miss out a visit by Monkey Chess? Hello, Roland. It's very good to see you. That's Spanky Chess is a Dutch Grandmaster Roland Prices. Please give him a follow, and let's see how well that goes. All right, so this game is over. Let's go back to... Okay, this is probably going to end up in win for Halvard. Let's take a look at Gakos versus Unknown Legend. Ooh, and here is a friend of the channel, Zombie Chainsaw. Let's take a... very good. So FM Midedu is Dejan Djordjevic from Niš. Niš is a town in southern Serbia. So Midedu basically stopped the run of Unknown Legend. So which means the tournament is now basically open for everyone. And actually, the leader of the tournament right now is Fritzy. So let's take a look at the Fritzy's game because it's interesting. Whenever I try to look at Fritzy's game, he is actually not being paired. All right. So looking at the games between Zombie Chainsaw and Moscatel 87, Moscatel has been having a pretty rough tournament. And he is actually a little bit of a trouble here. Let's take a look at the game between I'm a Shy Guy and Bogu Bogu. This is actually... I'm a Shy Guy has just joined the tournament. Thank you. Yeah, Muscatel, I played plenty of tournaments in which you basically donate rating points. It's very tough to play in these. All right, so Harvard is basically have 2 extra rooks here, so we can assume that Harvard is going to win this game. And Unknown Legend versus Gakos is, and I think Gakos is here. There's no way for him to avoid losing a piece, because there is a threat on mate to g2 and taking on c4, so that's pretty bad. Right, let's look at the zombie versus Moscatel, and looks like my dear Moscatel is basically about to get mated. Oh, okay, h5. I mean, there was faster way to do it. I think queen g2 and queen f2 was mate, but okay. And there is no way for white to prevent that big 8. Yeah, and Moscatel has won a game. Congratulations, Moscatel. I was rooting for you because you had such a rough tournament. So that's a nice win against someone who is almost 280 points. And tough luck, Zombie Chainsaw, but you know, that's unfortunately not unusual in these arenas. All right, so Harvard has won this game. Let's see what other games are being played. Adriana has looks like Adriana has recovered a little bit from, and she now has 15 points. And let's see, she has a very good position here against a 1450 player, so she should be pretty good. Yeah, that's fine. This is we have this is still a pilot for us, so Kimi 321456, it's not a problem. And Moscatel, yes, I can relate. I was pick up 1 point, then drop 200. Yeah, that's normal. That's unfortunately quite common there. Okay, very good. Going back to a game between I'm a shy guy who is actually in a bit of a trouble here. Let's take a quick look at the table standing, because we're 2/3 of the way between here, and looks like the usual suspects are leading, which means Unknown Legend, Fritzy, and this. And let's take a look at a couple of more games. And Fritzy has just won a game, so that means he has taken the lead in a tournament. Right, so let's take a look at the Dragon B70, who is in 3rd place. And incidentally, this is still everybody's tournament. This is another Serbian player, Nemirana. I don't actually know who that is. I don't know if Daniel knows. If you do, let me know. And Adriana has actually won her game, another game, so that's good. She is, oh yeah, and this is now pretty bad for, yeah, this is basically pretty bad for black, for the very simple reason that there is this knight d6, and it's fairly tough for white to resist a mate over there. Yeah, now this is, yep, and now the queen is gone, and Bogu has won his game against I'm a shy guy. All right, so let's take a look at where our leaders are. I'm going to take a look at the game between Unknown Legend and International Master Pantev. Unknown Legend is number 3 in this thing. Yeah, title prize a movie. Oh, Nemira, that's Nedar Rudošević. He is administrator in the Serbian team. That's good to know. Thank you. All right, so this is a rook blunder. Hold on a second. How did this happen? All right. So this is fine for white. And okay, this is white is okay. All right, so this is fine. This is fine. White is basically up an exchange for 2 pawns, which is fine. and he can take on a7 and continue the advantage, but he gave a check and basically just blundered the rook. Wow. You know, I'm gonna sound awful, but you know, seeing an international yeah, that was mate. Where was the mate? I don't think there was a mate, right? I mean, he'd tried to mate, but he blundered the rook. Well, you know what? If the international masters can blunder the rook like this, then you know I don't want to say that makes me feel better, but it does make me feel better. That means, you know, me blundering whole games is I'm not alone there. All right, so Dragon B70 has just won a game, which puts him in the second position for the tournament, which is very good. Okay, so, and let's take a quick look at another game by Unknown Legend, who is still in the third position. This is a game between players who are respectively third. Oh, and let me open another game. This is going to be an interesting game in which, unfortunately, Eric 2511 is losing against. But you know what? Give a credit to Eric. He clawed all the way back to number 7 on the board. So he played quite a lot of very good games. And that's interesting. Okay. Let's take a quick look at the game between Adriana and FIDE Master Midedu. Hey, Bullet Mercenary, it's very good to see you. Yes, Ellipse 0934, knowing that international masters drop pieces, you know, makes it easy. It doesn't really make it easier, but it makes it more understandable. And hello, Bullet Mercenary. Thank you. Thank you, 2511, for giving a shout out for Bullet Mercenary. That's very greatly appreciated. By the way, you should go and play. You made a huge comeback in this tournament. So I would, love to see you claw back and end up on the podium. It's still 28 minutes in the tournament, and this is 3+0, so this can be 6 or 7 games. In other words, anyway, just a thought. Oh, you're waiting for the opponent. Gotcha. Okay, so everybody's playing. Let's see who. This. Let's take a look how are Hakim Live and Unknown Legend doing. This is a game between number 3 and number 4. In other words, so let's see this. Obviously, Unknown Legend is in a little bit of a no, Unknown Legend is white, my bad. So this is a little bit tough. And by the way, why am I... let me flip this. So yeah, so Unknown Legend is basically a whole rook up, and he should win this. All right, so this is where it becomes interesting. This is Adriana playing against a Serbian FIDE master, and there is a strong element of time trouble. Okay, bishop b1 is a nice attempt. However, yeah, Adriana is in trouble here. She's down in exchange, and she has this monster rook on g2. She has just blundered. So the question here is, is this gonna end up in a mate? And he needs to do this in one. That's a dirty flag from Adriana, but this is a draw because of a timeout. Okay, that was a bullet style draw. Anyway, so wonderful. Let's go back to game between Hakim and Unknown Legend. Looks like white is a rook up, and white king is a little bit of a trouble. Okay, that's fine, but now there is a mate in one, because after king f4, there is queen e3 mate. So basically, Unknown Legend has won the game, and now Unknown Legend is alone in the second position. The leader of the tournament, on the other hand, is Fritzy, who scored 15 out of 17, and it's still everybody's tournament. So let's take a look if the computer is gonna pair Unknown. No, computer is where Unknown Legend is playing Gakos. Okay. And Dragon B70 is playing Marat KZ. And let's see what else are the leaders doing here. Oh, and Borkic has joined the tournament. Thank you, Borkic. Let's see how that goes. And let's see. And Fritzy. So basically, these are three leaders. So Fritzy, who is leading the tournament, is playing U-Great 2004, who apparently has just joined the arena. So let's see how this goes. We have three leaders of the tournament, all playing slightly lower rated players, actually. And Dragon B70 is basically a rook up against Marat KZ. This looks like an easy win for Dragon, and he's also ahead on the clock, and this should probably be game over very quickly. Unknown Legend, Gakos is actually fighting him hard. This is, an interesting position. All right, so yeah, Dragon B70 has won his position and basically has claimed the second place. Let's see what Fritzy is doing. Fritzy is in trouble against U-Great 2004. Yeah. Hey, Jonas CMR. Yes, I've started streaming a few months ago. So yes, thank you. Thank you for joining. Okay. My suggestion figure for 30 minutes a day, and I can relate to being busy. I think practicing tactics is probably the best way to improve quickly. I do chess tempo, and if and I don't know if looking at books works for you. There are quite a lot of very instructive books that can help. There is a great Yusupov series, but if you don't want to books, I would just I would basically just practice tactics at chesstempo.com. That would be my advice. All right, very good. So here we are. This is we are basically approaching the photo finish of the tournament. So it's basically Fritzy versus, and we have the three leaders have kind of separated themselves. They have 55, 54, and 51 points. So I think the places on the board, I don't want to say they're already determined, but it's, it would be tough for, Hakim is 4 with 35. So there's like a 16-point difference. Is it possible to make up? Yes. Is it likely? No. All right. But let's take a look at this position. Fritzy has actually recouped here rather nicely. He's actually has a queen for rook, knight, and a pawn. And I think there is no real aggression here. All right, queen d8 is a virtual move. There is about the same, I don't think time is a factor here, though Fritz is an advantage here. And Unknown Legend has won his game against Gakos. And so let's see. And oh yeah, Adriana is playing Hakim live. So let's see, that's a game. And she is not for the first time, not for a last. She actually has a really good position here. This should be a fairly easy win. She's up a piece, and that pawn on d6 is genuinely scary. Hakim is down. Okay, yeah, I think, let's see what happens here. Yeah. All right, so this, Adrian, I'm pretty sure we can be confident that Adrian is going to win this. Yeah, and now, yeah. Hey, Muffins, thank you for the follow. Very greatly appreciated. And Fritzy has won his game. So he's maintaining his leader's position. He's now at 59 points. And Unknown Legend is following. So this is, let's see here. Right. Dragon Bee 70, Fritzy, and Unknown Legend are basically the three leaders of the tournament. Let's look at some of their games. And let's see. All right, so Unknown Legend is playing against International Master Pantev. Let's see how well that goes. And we're going to keep an eye on, yeah, the standing list is basically the number one is Fritzy 2003, who has 59 points. And you know, for the next arena, I'm probably going to have to find a way to show you guys the actual standing list throughout the tournament so you guys can watch it. I think that's an improvement we're going to do for the next one. Unfortunately, the way chess.com does this, it's I need to open another window and make that possible. So we have all right, so let's see here. Yeah, exactly, Hedgehog. I think we need to do that. It's kind of hard to follow the tournament otherwise. Actually, you know what? The real issue there is that chess.com only allows you to open one window. Let me see if I can actually do this again. So while we are waiting for you guys can watch a game between Unknown Legend here while I do that. Yeah, let me see if I can do that right now. Just bear with me. All right. So Unknown Legend has basically won this game, which is impressive, and which basically puts him in the lead with 62 points. Let's see what Fritzy is doing. Where is this? Fritzy is actually not playing here. There we go. Unknown Legend, and Unknown Legend is actually playing Hakim. So that's the you know, and let's take a look at what Dragon Bee 70 is doing. He's playing International Master Novoselsky from Serbia. So, and lastly, so basically first three are fighting it out for the first place. We'll see how we go. Yeah, and Unknown Legend is very strong. It's you know, he won the tournament last week and looks like he is winning it again. I think he's in trouble here against Hakim a little bit, but let's see. Let's take a look at a couple of other games. While we're waiting for the games to develop, this is International Master Pantev against Adriana. I don't know how many games they played. Oh wow, and Pantev has actually won a game against Adriana. That's pretty rough. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, Adriana, I hear you. Looks like you and Pantev can actually. We should Open Film Media should sponsor a match so you guys can play against each other. Sorry, it's unfortunate, but it was 4 games. Wow. All right, let's take a quick look at the 25-11's game. He is actually clawed all the way back to number 4. He may not be able to make up 20-point difference in that separates him from a 3rd spot, but that's an impressive result to go to 4th spot. So good luck. This game you look like you are in very good shape. And by the way, what are you doing in chat while you're playing a game? I mean, congratulations. That's impressive. I mean, I can never do that. All right. So Dragon B70 is playing International Master Novoselsky. It's a duel between 2 international masters. Let's see. And he is winning this. And let's take a look at the Unknown Legend. Unknown Legend, I think this is the most interesting game for the last part of the arena, because it's if Hakim wins this game, which right now looks likely, he's gonna break the streak of Unknown Legend, which basically means that he can be caught by somebody else. Hey JPs, happy Diwali to you too. Thank you. All right, very good. So this is pretty good. Okay. I don't really know what is the best option for Unknown Legend here to try to swindle something, because he is, that pawn on d7 is a monster. And yeah, I would just, yeah. All right. Yeah, this is, I'm not sure about this rook f1 move. And, okay, rook f, ooh, 95 is a killer. Ouch. Hakim was winning and then he blundered one move tactic. Why does that make me feel a little bit better? You know, I'm not supposed to admit this, but yeah, he blundered this. Okay, but after knight f7, he doesn't need to take, and you are okay. And yeah, and now queen c6, and this is our queen c7 is also fine. Wow, an Unknown Legend has managed to win one more game, which basically means that he is leading in the last 10 minutes of the arena. He's gonna be leading the, okay, yeah, this is very straightforward win. Yeah, there you go. And the pawns on the queen side are gonna fall. Black is going to develop 1 or 2 passed pawns. Yeah, play a5, and white has no way of, you know, stopping the passed pawn. And that's basically game over. Okay, GM, Ra, very good. We're going to need to, if you don't mind, just DM me that, and we'll go from there. And this is basically now very much over. I'm not I guess 3+0, you don't want to resign, but anyway, okay. And this is game over. So let's take a look at a couple of other games. Let's see what, so Dragon is Dragon 1. Okay, let's take a look in the next game of, this is Unknown Legend, who is still leading the, actually he's no longer leading the tournament. Interesting, who is leading the tournament? Let's take a quick look. Oh, Fritzy is leading the tournament. All right, wonderful. So Fritzy has 67 points. Unknown Legend has 66, and Fritzy has just won a game, so it's 71-66, and we still have, let's see who this is, yeah, okay, so let's take a quick look here. blah blah, and okay. All right, so we have, so let's take a look at how is Dragon B70 doing. These are basically, we're gonna follow the games of the three leaders. All right, this was English opening. This is a very symmetrical and slightly clear position. This is Unknown Legend. This looks like one of those French positions that are very weird and hard to play. Okay, this computer thinks this is slightly better for Unknown Legend, but let's see. All right. Yeah, give me, it's exactly top 3 are 30 points more than the rest of the field. All right. And all right. What the game we don't have is Fritz's game. Let's see how he's doing. And Fritzy is waiting for the pairing. So Fritzy is not currently playing. All right, let me open a game. Let me open another Adriana's game, and she is playing a Serbian player, and she's, as I said, Adriana is really having a rough tournament, and this is now a mate in two games. Wow. All right. I feel for Adriana. I think Adriana is going to need some TLC after this tournament. I'm sorry. This was her first appearance here, and it on Open Field Media arenas, and she was so excited to join, and that somehow didn't work. Yeah, too much blundering. I can completely relate. All right, so who else is, we have Unknown Legend here, who looks like he's gonna continue his run. Dragon B70 is winning against Chepak. And let's see what Fritz is doing. Fritz is waiting for the pairing. I don't see that he has a game. While we are at it, we're gonna take a quick look at two Serbian players. International Master Novoselsky versus Sava 1524. I'm not sure who's, this is a normal Dragon Sicilian. Oh boy, did I play a lot of Dragon Sicilian yesterday against the International Master Danny Wrench, so I'm twitching when I see another Dragon position, to be quite frank, guys. All right, so this actually is blundering knight e7. So after knight e7, then take on f6, and then play goes knight d5, and that's basically pretty bad for black. Ooh, no, you need to take on f6 first. Jesus, why am I giving International Master here advice? All right, I guess it's easier to see stuff like this. Yeah. Well, Adriana, there was no increment here, but yeah, I understand how that works. Hey, Jay Brazel, it's very good to see you, my friend. All right, let's look at this game because this is very significant. So Dragon B70 has of one position, but he is down to 5 seconds on the clock. So this is basically pre-move time. And let's see if, yeah, oh, yeah, okay. Okay, this is probably a very significant game for the tournament because Dragon B70, he has a just streak broken, which basically means that he is now 12 points behind the leader. Fritzy has 75 points, and Unknown Legend has 70, and Dragon is third with 63. So I think even the top is splitting up. the number 4 is Sabam777, who is at 47. So let's see what happens. And let me give you let's start while I'm assembling the games for the tournament. This is a very interesting game between two very strong Serbian players. And all right, this is let's take a look also at the Unknown Legends game. Unknown Legends game, he needs to make up 5 points to catch Fritzy. And let's see what Fritzy is doing. Where is Fritzy? Okay. Now, Fritzy is waiting for the pairing. And, yeah. And we have... Hey, Diana Mirza. Thank you. Thank you for the raid. Big shout out to Diana. Diana is a dear friend and... a great streamer. Please give her a follow. And I'm actually curious because I know Diana was supposed to play in a sub battle against Nandi, I think. So I'm curious to see how. Hey Diana, so how did the sub battle go? Who won? Congratulations, Diana. That's it's always fun when one wins this. Wow, so Nemirena won against Unknown Legend, which breaks the streak. So we have 3 minutes, and very honestly, this looks like it was down to the last game, Diana. Wow, I can imagine. I would have loved to have played in the tournament. Hey, Fundamental Corals, thank you. St. Louis chess player, thank you. I appreciate that. That was a great last game. I also had a really good first game that I was basically one move away from winning the very first. But yes, Diana, I would have loved to have played, but I had to. This was the arena. But frankly, the way I've been playing, in these sub battles, you are probably better off without me. Anyway. So interesting thing here is that Fritzy now has 83 points, which frankly, given that Unknown Legend is stuck at 70 and that, that the Dragon Beast 70 has 63, I'm pretty sure that it would be very hard to make up 13 points in 3. We'll see. Let's see. I think the Unknown Legend is probably gonna end up being the second in this tournament. And yeah, St. Louis chess player, these are just pilots. We're probably gonna end up having many more of these tournaments and hosted on more than just my channel. Open Field Media also has its own channel that we may also host some tournaments there. That's still in the process of being sorted out. Anyway, we'll see it out to go. And yes, happy Diwali. That's thank you. All right, so we are now and we are waiting. Let's see if Fritz is playing, but it's. Well, Adriana, that was we are thinking about it. That's one possibility, and we also want to encourage people of all rating levels and all strengths to participate. So we'll figure that out. Okay, so looks like Unknown Legend is gonna win this. Fritz is not playing, and that gets Fritzy within 11 points. With 1 minute left, I think we almost have our top board. Yes, this is basically an announcement that there is only 1 minute left. So let's take a couple of other games. Let's look at the game of International Master Novoselsky versus Gekos. And okay, they are actually not that far apart in rating, but wow, Geckos is actually winning this game. Good game, Geckos. And let's take a quick look at Tommy Shelby, who is playing a FIDE master, and I think Tommy is here obviously in deep trouble. Let's see, and Unknown Legend, that's probably the very last game. The arena is in 10, 9 in less than 10 seconds, and I think offering the draw is the right move from a standpoint. Okay, arena is over, so the third Open Film Media Diwali arena has finished. Congratulations to Fritzy 2003, who had an impressive result of 23 wins, 2 losses and 0 draws. And congratulations 2511, very good. And congratulations to Unknown Legend, who after the win last week is now second. And Dragon Beast 70, they basically dominated they basically separated themselves. Fritzy had 83 points, Unknown Legend 72, and Dragon Beast 70-65. Congratulations, guys. And Halvard, you had fourth, which is really good. And 2511, I don't know how you are under 22,000, but there you go. I hope you didn't lose those points in the tournament. Again, congratulations to everybody who participated. We are going to continue to have these arenas. I'm going to actually, before we adjourn, I have one poll question for everybody in chat. And it is, let's see if I can figure out how to put up a poll interface. The question is, what time control should next arena be? And next arena will be at the same time. We're going to do 3 plus 0 and then 3 plus 2. I actually wanted to, and it's going to make it very short. We're going to make it 1 minute poll. So let me know if you guys would prefer to play this. Oh, Bullet Arena. Okay. We can, obviously we will consider that as well. We may want to actually do that. So let us, I'm also open to suggestions. I think 3 plus 0, definitely there. And yes, we'll take care of it. All right, you need... Chesshool03, if you don't mind, I need your brothers. If you want the gifted membership, diamond membership to your brother, I need his chess.com ID. And anyway, congratulations everybody who participated. The winner here is 3 plus 0, and I'm going to have one last poll, just bear with me, and it is, what length the tournament should be. And let me see if I can actually type. And the options are, options are 60 minutes, 75, and then 90 minutes. And if you don't mind, it's a quick 1 minute poll, because we are actually cured 2-hour arena. St. Louis Chess Player, we are going to keep this going into every Saturday. Stream will begin at 9 a.m. and the tournaments will become at 9:15. That's basically already established tournament, and we're going to continue to do so. We will probably end up doing additional arenas somewhere there. Okay, St. Louis Chess Player, 60 minutes is too short. I understand that. 90 minutes seems to be winning. That's basically the format we played this time. Very good. and it's almost over. So, okay, so basically, all right, I think that 60 minutes is 75 winning, and Moscatel contribute 50 channel points. Okay, very good. But I think still 90 minutes is winning. So that's going to be the format of the next arena. It's going to be next Saturday. That will be the fourth arena, and it will do Nemene Chemuju Hoje. It's very good to see you here. So we're going to do this next Saturday at the same time, basically same format, and wish everybody a good luck. Thank you for joining us. For those of you who have won Fritzy and Dragon B70, please DM me or contact me on Discord to arrange for payment of prizes. I already know Unknown Legends information because he won. And Hedgehog 1963, since I played adoption match against Danny Wrench, I am against Danny Wrench yesterday. I don't think I'm going to stream tomorrow. To be quite very frank, my wife is there. Yes, I saw the Whispers chess hole. I will receive them. I will take care of it. And a huge question now is, who are we going to raid? Who is streaming? Let's see. Let me take a quick look. Just bear with me. All right. You know what? We have... Anna Maya has been such a huge supporter of this channel. She's just started streaming, and she's actually doing a lesson. So I am gonna raid Anna Maya, and please, if huge shout out to Anna Maya, and she is a great friend and she's a great streamer. Say hello there for me, and I will see you next time. My next stream is at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Monday, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys soon. Bye, guys. Thank you, and happy Diwali to everyone. Bye.